Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. And today we're going to video four mini trucks, and then I'm going to do another video. I'm going to call it September 16th video, and that will be five trucks. So Mayberry Mini Trucks got the law passed in North Carolina, making them street legal. We did that. Mayberry Mini Trucks also services what we sell. So we will um, be able to, if you have um, a vehicle and let's say the water pump starts to drip or something like that, or it needs the alternator, or, something goes wrong. Now, we won't rebuild an engine, right? We don't do that kind of stuff, but we're not going to say, oh, sorry, you're on your own. So we do that. We service what we sell. I had a guy call me today and he bought it from somebody else who just on Facebook, I think, and who doesn't really have a business, but the guy doesn't work on it. So I had to tell him that we were not able to help him. And I don't do that just to be uncooperative, but basically if we start doing that, then we won't have time to help our customers. So that's the reason for that. And we also service our trucks with full synthetic 5W30 engine oil. So all of these trucks are about to be serviced with synthetic oil, new air filter, new oil filter, and you're going to get a title, but there's no extra charge for that. There's no extra fee. We don't, we don't have a dock fee. I mean, we charge the $21.70 or whatever it is to the state to get the title initiated. Obviously that does get added, but we don't have a dock fee or an admin fee or a prep fee or any of those games that dealerships often play. And so whatever the price on the window is all you pay for the truck. And we also deliver. Tomorrow I'm going to Tennessee to deliver to a university in Tennessee. They bought three. And we charge a nominal fee to bring you the vehicle. So we charge $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 100 miles away, it costs $250 to bring you the truck. And we really enjoy what we do. We only buy low mileage trucks and we try to get trucks that are in good condition. So please hit the subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up if you like the content of our video and hit notification if you want to be notified when we post a video like this one. All right, let's get started. Oh my, the first truck is none other than a Mazda Bongo Bronny. We have a long, wonderful history with the Mazda Bongo Bronny. So this is the VIN number. So reference that if you like the truck. The Mazda Bongo Bronny is a really heavy utility truck. I say really heavy. It's not like a Ford 700 or a semi truck, but it is in an entirely different class than a mini truck. Now, a mini truck, look at that, guys, not a ding on the front. And this fender, or I'm sorry, the front bumper is in really good shape. Look at how good a shape this is in. It's still got that shiny reflection. And the nice thing about this is that that headlight is your standard rectangular headlight from Advance Auto. Okay, so Mazda Bongo Bronnies are nice. We like to only get the diesel because there's something beautiful about a naturally aspirated four-cylinder diesel engine. Look how beautiful that door is. That is absolutely beautiful. This has a scuff and a ding here and a scuff there. Beautiful. Look at that under there, guys. Pretty nice. Manual lockout hubs, which I consider to be an advantage. Good tire, possibly very good. And look under there. That is your inner fender. All right. Now, let's look under the bed. Ready? I think I hear somebody coming. Yep, somebody is coming. And now I want to show you under here. Looking good. That is the Amazon driver. Looking good there too. That looks nice. No rust. Beautiful. Look at how clean this is. Man, there's no rust here. Look at that fender. That's pretty remarkable. Now let's look at the side panel. Looking good, but I do see a dent down here. It's got an impression right there. So they came into contact with something there. Not tremendously bad or anything like that, but it does have an impression. Wow. Look how beautiful it is underneath that bed mat, guys. Look how pretty that is. Very. Now, let's try to get, there we go. Oh boy, is that beautiful. Look at that. Man, oh man, this is something else. Okay. The tailgate, guys, is remarkable. It used to have a magnet there. You can see the Japanese lettering. 1,000 kilograms, meaning this is rated for 2,200 pounds. That is a lot of weight. But this is really a remarkable vehicle. That is absolutely stunning. That bedside panel is stunning. Beautiful. Wow. Another nice fender. Look at the bed under here. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. You got a much better view over here. Nice. Beautiful. Hmm. Boy, this is so nice, guys. I can't call it a unicorn because of that dent. The roof looks beautiful. The cab corner looks beautiful. Guys, this thing is gorgeous. You can see the lettering that used to be on here. They did a really good job taking the lettering off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The door panel looks fantastic. It does have some picks right here. I take it back. It's got a pick right there. And little tear right there also. So it looks good until you do have a pick there. All right, now let's look under the door for rust. No rust. Let's look under here for rust. No rust there either. Very nice. The seat looks absolutely remarkable. Beautiful. Oh, here comes, I think this is my guy who transports. I wonder why he's backing down. Huh. Well, you got to be a good driver to do that. All right. So this is telling us that this is a 2200 cc truck. Let's see how it starts. 76,900 or 78.9. So 79,000 miles, which is very low um, for this truck um, um, because it's a diesel and it started right up and really is running like a top. So that is That is not my truck driver. That is somebody coming to pick up a mini truck. He doesn't know, but he can back down. He doesn't have to back down. We got a turnaround here. But unfortunately, he did not know that. So this is a 5-speed with a high and low transfer case. It's got 4-wheel low, 4-wheel high, and 2-wheel high, which is very nice. And guys, look at that driver's seat. That is in phenomenal shape. And look at the patina on that gold bolt. So that's like 42, probably 44,000 original miles. And this is the next vehicle. And here is the VIN number right here. Are you here to pick up a vehicle? Right. So you did not hear me. You'll just keep videoing. So this is a Suzuki DB52T going around the windshield, and it looks very nice. One of the nice things about the newer Suzuki, the 99s, is they have a hood, and the hood does pop up. So let's take a look at that. And you can see here, this has everything underneath the hood, which is nice. Everything has been consolidated, and it looks really good. And I see air conditioning fittings, so this may even have air conditioning. Let's see if it works. So that button is depressed. That's a good sign. Hey, nice. I heard the compressor engage. So it does work. That's nice. Very nice. Um, so the air does work, and it starts right up. Now, let's look at the front of the vehicle. Beautiful. So I don't see any dings on the front hood. We get to call that a hood. On the bumper, though, I see a scuff that's been touched up there, there, and there. This is dirt. This is dirt. That will come off when we clean it. Dirt. No, no, I take it back. Touch up, touch up. So that's a pebble peck that they like took a Q-tip and just dabbed it. Touch up right there also. Okay. Now we're going to come down the door pillar and look at the fender and the door. So the fender is ding free, and the door is also, nope, I see one ding right there. The door is not ding free, but it wants to be ding free. It's very close. It's a beautiful door. They're a little dusty because you saw, we're on a dirt road and people come down and it stirs up the dirt. So we're not going to pay attention to the dirt. Guys, look at this tire. That is remarkable. That is a very good tire. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Now, driver's bedside panel. We have a ding here from the inside out and a crease right there that has been touched up. So it scratched the paint and then they went and touched up. Look at that tire. That is so nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So that is surface rust right there where the paint got scuffed off and it flash rusted. So surface rust is normal for a bed since it's designed to be used, but you want to look out for cancer. So that seam right there is very clean, in very good condition. Scratches on the inside of the bedside panel and the tailgate. You can see the scratched paint. Not a problem, no big deal. Now, the tailgate does have several dings and a dent or two dents. So it's just got a smattering of dings. Here, 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 here. Dent, dent, ding. So you can see they used it. I wouldn't say they abused it, but it's they utilized it. And the bedside panel is in very good shape, but it's got probably some very slight dings, maybe five. Back of the cab looks good. Coming down the door post, that's not a scratch. That's a ding right there. So it's dirty. So we do have to clean it. The tires here look really good also. And the tire here looks really good also. So this has remarkable tires. It does have like a scrape there and there. This is scratched here also. Now, let's go ahead and let's look at the door panel. Door panel looks good. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Very good shape. So the newer Suzuki does have an easier egress. So getting in and out is a lot easier than it is on the older model because um, it's open right there. So if you're big and you have a hard time getting in, this will make it easier. For people my size, I'm 5'7", so it's not a big deal. Okay, fired right up. Now I want to try the air. Hey, seems like this might work. Nice. Yep, it's getting colder. This too has air conditioning. Unbelievable. Wow. All right, let's see how many miles this has. So 31,000 original miles. Nice. Beautiful. All right, now the seat does have some damage. Torn right here. You can see. And that's the part that always takes the worst abuse. This is a 5-speed with a high and low transfer case, meaning you got low range 1 through 5 in reverse and high range 1 through 5 in reverse. And it does have air conditioning, 31,000 miles. Not a bad truck. All right, next we have an S110P Daihatsu. And here is the VIN number. If you see something you like, you make reference of that number or that designation. Boy, is that nice. That is in really good shape. And this is blue. You don't see many blue vehicles. Mini trucks, I like to tell people, come in any color you want as long as it's white. Ding. That's like Henry Ford. He said any color as long as you want black. Now, here, this got scuffed. It's just scuffed and scraped. I think um, I don't know. I think maybe they tried to repair. I think they tried to repair very thin skim, perhaps, of body filler. And you can tell it's not bad because this seam remained pretty continuous. They so but I think that is a thin skim coat and then they painted over it. So there's that. They bumped into something and then tried to repair it. And they did a good job coming down the door pillar and now down the driver's door. A ding there. Boy, summertime is dry. But it's September 17th, so fall is right around the corner. Now, ding, small, ding. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Very nice. Now let's look down the side panel here. We have four dings, five, five dings. No, also something there. Ding, 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 ding. And a tiny ding there also. And a tiny ding there. So this tire looks good. The bed looks good. This is a dump. So I'm interested to see what kind of shape this is in. Tailgate has some dings there and just a few minor dings and a ding there. The plastic looks really good. Good looking plastic. The bed looks nice. You can see where they repainted the head of the bed also. So that kind of makes me think that paint on the front, they're just covering up scratches. Maybe wasn't so bad after all, but I do think it was repaired. Um, but minorly. And we just got some very tiny dings along here. I'm not going to look under the bed because we can lift it up. Coming down the door post, we have a ding there, ding there. That's it. Looking good under here. Very nice. Very nice. And now let's open the door and look at the door panel. It's very good. We have one pick right there. Tiny pick. Now, looking under the door, looks good. Little surface rust there. Not cancer, but surface rust. These are your license plate bolts. We need to put those there. Beautiful. Hey there. Okay. Okay. Well, I've got to do this truck also. So that I can't stop the video in the middle. So let me just do finish this one and then I'll do that one. Can you jump the truck? Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'll be there as soon as I'm done. Okay. So let's look underneath this. Beautiful. Very nice. Nice looking seat. Now let's look inside the door on the driver's side. Looks very nice. Um, now looking at the bottom of the door for rust, we don't have any. Let's look under the floor mat. That's beautiful. And it says differential lock also. Let's see how it starts. Always check to make sure it's in neutral, because these don't have a clutch safety switch. Nice. This is the switch for the bed. Ah, this has a hydraulic belt-driven hydraulic pump. So this is not electrical but hydraulic. This is a hydraulic pump that's belt driven. So the faster you push the gas the higher RPMs you create by pushing the gas pedal, the faster the bed raises. Look how beautiful this is. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Looks really nice under here. Okay, we do have a little rust right there. It's not gone through the second layer of metal, but this first part right there does have some rust. Not much, and it's not on the other side, but it's not, it's got little scratches and surface rust, but that's it right there. This is a pretty dump. And that's differential lock. It has 64,906 miles, which is, um, I'm going to say 40,000 original miles. It's a 5-speed with a 2-speed transfer case. That's your transfer case, and it's a 5-speed. Very nice. The seat is torn. You can see there. Okay. Nice dump. All right. So now we're going to blow this off. Sorry for the dust. He's just got off the boat. And all right, there's the VIN number. And, on the dirt road, what can I say? So now we're going to go around the windshield, coming down. Oh, looks good. Dust notwithstanding. All right, beautiful. Not a single ding. Look at that front bumper, guys. Look how pretty that is. That's very nice. It's in beautiful shape. Now, coming down the door pillar, we're looking at the door, and I don't see any dings on the door. That looks really nice. They did bump something when they were driving, like on a curb or something there. Now let's look inside the wheel housing. It's very nice in there. Good looking tire. And the bedside panel, let's look at that. The bedside panel has one ding right here. That's it. And it's in really good shape, guys. This bed is remarkable. Beautiful, beautiful bed. Now, let's look underneath the bed. Probably easier to see from the other side, but we can see something there. I like what they did to the frame. Okay, and that is factory. Now, let's look at the tailgate. So the tailgate has a ding here and here. We have one ding right there. Very nice. Beautiful. You can see where the paint is flaking there. Coming down the door post on the passenger side. Huh. That whole door, guys, is ding free. Completely ding free. That's amazing. Now, the inner fender. We get really good over there. Nice. That door panel is flawless. Very, very pretty. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's look under the format here. Man, look how pretty that is under there. Seat looks really good here. Now, let's go ahead and let's look inside here. So this door panel also looks really, really nice. And now we're going to look underneath right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just dirty. So we'll get that cleaned up, but it's no rust. That's the important thing. And the seat, look how pretty that seat is. That is nice. Okay, so we're going to make sure it's in neutral. And then starts right up. It's got 42,051 kilometers, which is about 26,000 miles. Let's see if the air works. Unbelievable. The compressor kicked on. That's something else. Um, I don't know what that is. It's like a camera, I think. So the belt, I can hear the air conditioning belt. I think the air does work in this vehicle. Um, so yeah, the compressor is turning on and off. All right. So this is a very nice truck. And We can't call it. I don't think we can call it a unicorn though. Um, yeah, it's got just a few too many dings and bruises. But very slight. It's so close, guys. This is a really nice truck. Um, but I'm not going to call it a unicorn. I don't know why. Yeah, I know why. See up there the surface rust? I saw surface rust up there too. I mean, it's not, cancer, not rusted through. It's just not quite to unicorn status. And we want to be very, very choosy in designating something as a unicorn. But we do have four very nice trucks. It is a very nice truck, just not quite a unicorn. Oh, and it had that dent under there. Remember I showed you that where they like went over a hill and just boom, bumped that underneath there. But anyway, Mazda Bongo Bronny, beautiful, a nice dump and a nice Suzuki Carry and another Suzuki Carry right there. Guys, thank you for watching our video. Again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit notification if you want to be reminded, hey, they popped up a video, and then um, hit the thumbs up if you like the content of our video. And thank you guys for helping us get over 10,000 views or subscribers. And we appreciate you um, checking out the trucks that we have. Thank you.